Welcome to Jyinxx Plays
Attempts. Hi guys, and welcome to Jyinxx Attempts to Play Dungeons & Dragons 5e, The War of Two Suns. Today is the second session. Let me hand you over to the DM.
Hello everyone, my name is Dallin and I will be your DM tonight. And we are currently starting session 2. Now, before we begin, I would like to make a disclaimer and such. This campaign is homebrew, and most of the art is from online sources. I do not claim any of the art whatsoever. All the characters are done by our dear Izzy. And with that, I would like to start the recap. Last where we left off, our venturing party has actually managed to finally meet up with each other, as Sylvia and Toxic decide to visit Mira in her little hut at Cape Village to check to see if she's okay. But before that, Edga, a Kinku rogue, manages to sneak her way through the frosty forest and come across the hut as well. We are curious about this new woman. Party decide to clean up her place while Mira decide to start her first part-time job in the village, working under Nora to do some deliveries from the local blacksmith. As they set off to try and get these deliveries done in time, however, strange things started to happen, as Sylvia, Edgar, and Toxic have managed to found what seems to be a strange woman cladded in armor and heavily wounded, a female half-elf Goliath with a very powerful holy blade. Found unconscious and dragged to the hut, Mira and Nora make their way to town, first dropping off at the head lumberjack's home and taking on the quest to bring his lunch. The weather, however, started to get a little bit worse as the wind and cold, frosty air was starting to stir up a blizzard. But in that blizzard, Sylvia, Toxic, and Edgar have managed to encounter what seemed to be a gnoll carrying a dead corpse of one of the villagers. Taking the initiative to take down this gnoll and hoping to find out if Mira and Nora are okay. However, before Toxic could even decide to take the injured woman with them, Toxic was quickly knocked out and the woman awoken. Mira and Nora finally managed to reach the village, hearing of tales of a town meeting. And before they decide to go into this town meeting, a villager is screaming in panic, calling out gnolls from the lumber mill. And now, I would like to continue on part 2. Let me change up the music real quick. Oh, wrong one. Here's my previews. There we go. Wait a minute. I don't think Sylvia and Edgar are at the village just yet. They're still at the hut.
Don't forget to move Toxic.
Yes, Toxic is unconscious.
Yes. Just to update, Toxic has now received a personal custom token and is now officially with the group compared to last session. And you can get a very own token like this by Izzy under commission. But for now, I would like to focus on what's about to happen at hand. Mira and Nora last you saw was this lumberjack that came from the mill, running for his life in a panic in the cold climate. He's simply screaming out as he reaches towards you, and he calls out, "Nose! Nose!"
Does he look hurt, or is he just freaking out?
Do you approach him?
I am absolutely approaching him.
Yes.
So I would like to run up to this individual and check to see for injuries, and if he does, how serious they are.
Roll me a perception check.
Okay, just give me one sec. Doo-doo-doo. 5.
From what you can tell, there seems to be no injuries on him whatsoever. Yet the wind itself is starting to get a little bit heavy. Oh, let me bring in the weather effect real quick. However, you do notice that there was boots on his pant legs and snow, so it looked like he actually ran not through the path, but straight through the forest.
Do I recognize this individual?
He is just a local lumberjack.
So it's not
All
that
right.
little girl's dad?
Jack. It's not
No.
Jack then.
No.
This
Okay.
is not Jack. This is one of his co-workers and such.
Remember the little girl's dad died by the knoll?
I don't think, did we distinguish that was him?
No.
I don't know, but that's
That-
my assumption.
That
Oh.
that has not been confirmed just yet.
It's
Oh.
my assumption.
Oh no, I hope you're wrong. I'm going to try to calm him down and ask him what is going on.
He is out of breath, and the moment you get to him and such, the wind is just blowing hard, and it's brisk. It's like hitting onto your skin. But yet he still tries to speak, and you can barely manage to hear what he has to say. It's like, we got to let the snow. We gotta evacuate.
I'm going to turn to Nora and ask her if she thinks we should go to the town hall to deliver the information we just got from him.
Let's help get him to the town center real quick, and then let's head back up to Samantha and Raven's place. We've
Okay.
got to get. They don't know about this, and we've got to get that information to them.
Okay.
Can you? And I'll turn to the individual. Can you make it to the town center on your own, or do you need help?
I'm fine. Oh, I'm. You could tell that he's in a state of shock, and the fact that he's trying to catch his breath in the cold air. It's running in this kind of weather would definitely leave you, would make your lungs contract, and it looks as though he ran for his life through this.
I am going to get to the town center and let everybody know. We'll get everyone else that's on the outskirts of town. Can you make it there?
Yes.
Go, hurry up, go, and I'll just give him a slight slap on the back. Go.
At that point, he makes his way to the town hall.
And then I'll turn to Nora. Sorry. Oh my God, I'm sorry.
You turn to yourself? Wow, that's skillful.
You look in the
Yeah.
mirror intensely. It's like, what should I do?
I'm gonna turn to Mira and say, "Let's go. Let's go back up to Raven and Samantha. We've got to warn them."
Okay.
And right, I've got the last delivery for the lumberjack on me still. Let's go.
Okay,
And-
I can't move my token, so you're gonna have to move me.
I will move you guys.
Okay.
How fast are you guys going to do? Are you going to move your normal movement speed, or are you actually going to try to rush?
I'm trying to rush.
Yeah, rushing definitely.
Alright, since we are in hazardous conditions, I need you both to roll me a constitution check.
Okay. Check or saving throw?
I would say a check, because saving throws I usually deal with traps or with spell effects. So
12.
Oh, it didn't roll. I'm sorry. There we go. Oh, 5. Yay.
Mira, you're not used to running, but Nora, you're just like, you're brisk running, like your both arms are on each side jogging. It's like, and Mira, you're actually like running at normal pace, but it's just so cold. You could barely see anything with your eye patch.
Yep. Stupid eye patch.
All right, while you two are running, we're gonna go back to the hut. Let's see, I actually have to get the new token. One moment, everyone. And you are currently out cold. Toxic as Edgar and Sylvia, I'm sorry.
Yes.
You see this woman, and she is just like staring at you two, confused as to what's going on.
Why did you punch the person that just healed you?
Oh, roll me a persuasion check.
Damn it. Wait, inspiration.
Are you sure you want to use the inspiration?
Nah.
Okay. At that point, she looks at you and says, "Heal me." What? And then she looks down at the Dragonborn, and then she looks at you two. Where am I?
You're currently in my friend's house. I say, kind of weirdly looking at the surroundings. Yeah, house is a perhaps too harsh of a word for this.
Jeez, you're the one who supplied it.
Well, you're supposed to maintain.
Why are you talking to yourself?
Oh, sorry.
Anyway, at that point, she looks at both of you and such, and where exactly am I? What part of the country is this?
We're right in front of the pass.
And are we past the border?
No, we're at the border, essentially.
Which border? Which border?
To the Hollowed Mountains.
I must be at Cape Village.
Would you mind helping the person you punched?
And she looks down.
Namely, my bodyguard.
She then takes a closer look at you. You're Elvish.
I am.
You're Lady Sylvia.
Oh, a delight to know that someone knows me around here.
She begins to notice you, and she looks She then kneels down and looks at the Dragonborn, checking out the Toxic. Do you have any insignia on your body?
I technically have one as a soldier, so I should.
All right. She manages to see the insignia and such. My apologies. And at that point, she gets down on one knee and bows to you. Unfortunately, I don't think there's anything I can do for him right now.
Very well. Can you at least tell me how you got your injuries?
How far are we from the village?
Not very far. But there's a small problem of gnolls.
Gnolls?
At least I think that's what we killed out there. Not a clue.
This is not good. This is definitely not good. And she knows that her wound has actually been treated and such.
You may rise.
She stands forth. I am Satana Lightforge, a former captain of one of the platoons of the Iron Man Kingdom.
Former, you say?
I do not wish to give that further details, but for now, we must go to the village.
Agreed. Will you help me carry?
Of course.
Excellent.
And at that point, she leans down and then picks you up, Toxic.
Oh, she doesn't need any help, then.
She is a very tall and strong woman.
I love unconscious.
Flop.
I am sorry. It was a nervous.
Force
it
of
was a
habit, I
reflex.
understand.
And at that point, right before she steps out, and she notices the blizzard. Has the storm not settled down yet?
Not at all. In fact, it's gotten worse.
She then looks down at you, Toxic, to see your injuries, and then she notices the giant hole in your stomach. Do you not have any more medicine that you treated me?
Unfortunately, no. We used the last of it.
Is
You
there a
used the light. You didn't have any. I was the one that healed her.
The rags. The rags.
Does the village have a local cleric?
We do, yes. But we have to find them.
If you wish to stay here, I can pretty much go and try to find them quicker. I will need a guide, though. And then she looks at you, Edgar.
Guide?
You know your way around the village, yes?
Sort of.
Do you know which direction the village is?
Yes.
Then you come with me. And at that point, she steps out into the cold.
I'm going to be hugging Toxic.
Toxic is actually being left behind as she set her back down on the bed where she used to lay.
You might have kind of mentioned that. Wait, why am I not being dragged with her?
Because you're recovering in bed.
I would be bleeding out in bed.
Technically, you are knocked out cold with non-lethal damage, So, but that hole in your stomach, if anything were to happen, you will have to make a death saving throw.
Yeah, I know, which is why I said I'm bleeding out.
Unless Sylvia would like to make a
Medicine.
medicine check to try to stabilize his wound.
18.
Do you have anything to bandage him with?
I'm going to use my dagger and cut some of my clothes.
Or here's a better option. You just take my cloak off.
Yeah, I could do that.
Alright, so you take off the cloak, and then you start to wrap it around his stomach. And hopefully that will be enough to sustain him, or at least the bleeding. But that does not allow him to come back into consciousness unless you manage to heal 1 hit point. Now, if you take a short rest, I'll allow you to roll a hit die in that way, but that won't be for another couple hours.
Oh, I actually have a good question. Now that this is being brought up, how long is your short rest, and how long is your long rest?
Between 1 hour to 4 hours is a short rest, and 8 hours max is a long rest.
Okay, thank you. I'll just I don't know how long it's going to take. So it could be a really short amount of time they could get back to me, or it could be a really long time. Could I just say that I am resting, and if I get woken up early and healed, I you know what I'm saying?
I would say due to the fact that you took non-lethal damage, a short rest will bring you back to consciousness.
Okay. I'll
going
just take
to-
the short rest.
Sylvia will close the door or little hatch thing.
At that point, you see this giant woman just going up to the horses. Do you know how to ride?
Be careful with them.
Not really.
Then you
Not
ride
really.
with me. And at that point, she takes one of the horses and you sit behind her.
Yeah.
And as you two begin to ride off,
Look at them go.
and apparently she has rode in a horse before, but due to her weight, she may be a little bit heavier than normal.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, actually, hold on, I'll go back. Sylvia, is there anything else you want to do while treating Toxic?
I'm going to close the door and see if I can't put something up against it so that it's not easily caved in. Just in case there's more shit out there.
There is a small little crate that Mira technically uses to put like some dirty clothes in. So give me a strength test.
Oh boy! -1. Okay, not terrible.
Alright, you easily manage to lift it up and use it just to block the bottom part of the door. There's also a board that you can use to barricade yourself in. It's not a lock, but it allows it to just block it in from anyone barging.
Will do so.
Alright, now we're gonna go back to the outside point of view.
Someone get the coconuts.
Alright, so let's see. Traveling at that distance.
If you just want to like delete my old coin,
Wait, where?
it's right here.
I don't see it.
Neither do I.
It's right. I don't
Yeah,
know
it's
what to
not
do.
there.
It
Never
is
mind.
not there. You may want to
see
refresh
it.
if you're still seeing it.
It's not a big issue.
Alright. Nora, as you manage to get further up ahead, you look back and Mira is kind of far off from the path.
Oh, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop for a second, take a quick look around to see if there's any gnolls nearby in the immediate moment before running back to catch up with her.
Roll me a perception check.
Okay. Six.
The wind and snow is so thick, it's like you can barely make out her silhouette.
I am going to head back over to her and try and get her back on what we can see as the path. I'm gonna run back and Mira, you all right?
Does he catch back up to me?
Going back in the same direction that Nora went, Mira, you are doing your best to get through this. However, it's getting very hard to see with the snow.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Oh, good.
You got the eyes.
My eye is still working. That's good.
Not only do you see Nora running towards you, however, you do notice something further off into the forest,
Oh, great.
like a few 100 feet away.
Is there a marker down for it? What is it? I'm guessing it's a knoll, but...
You can't quite tell.
Oh, good.
You don't see one. You don't see two. But you think you see a whole line of movement.
Oh, I'm gonna relay that information. I think I see something over there. It's really also really cold. So I could be seeing things. I only have one eye, but I really think I see something moving in the bushes or the forest over there. Moving as a mass.
Are you sure?
Again, it's really cold, but I think I saw something.
Hang on. I'm going to pull out my holy symbol, which is an amulet on a chain. I'll just wrap it around my hand again and cast guidance to try and increase my ability to use perception again.
Alright, you pray to your deity and you cast guidance, cast it to confirm it, and then I need you to roll me another perception with the D4.
Cool. Do.
Man.
A natural one.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
Oh no. I know what happened last time. What chaos happens to you?
Roll me another D20. No modifiers.
What have you done?
Hurry.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Alright.
Oh.
At that point, when you look at the direction, all of a sudden, you see something flying towards you, and you get smacked in the face by what seems to be a rag of some sort, or a scarf.
Oh, that looks warm. Here, I'll take that.
It is covered in blood.
Never mind, I
Oh.
don't want it.
Use it to cover the eye.
But you're a
Um,
demon. Shouldn't you be okay with blood?
Not with her back history, no.
Oh, okay. I don't know you. I don't know what
you
you've
don't
been
know
through.
me very much. You just found me in the fields stealing like vegetables.
Or you are blinded by what seems to be something something disgusting covered in snow. You think you smell like iron and blood.
You don't
all
want
over
to
your
know
face.
what it is?
Grab it and throw it down on the ground.
Seems to be a torn scarf covered in blood.
Okay, so we have two different options. We can go check on the people in that little cabin and get them out, or we could go to the town village. That inn.
I'm definitely going back back for Raven and Samantha.
Yeah, oh, I know, I want to too. I was just making sure we were both on the same course here.
I'm going head or high water, or in this case, high snow.
Alright, you both continue on your trek, and all of a sudden, Edgar, I need you to roll me a survival check.
Okay. Oops, I closed that. Let's see. Survival.
Oh, may I take the torn scarf and ask Mira to use prestidigitation on this?
Oh, yeah, that's
To
a good
clean it up.
idea. I'm gonna do that so you can
I
warm
have
up.
great survival instincts.
Eventually, I will learn how to use that spell correctly.
As you're about to clean off this blood-soaking scarf, Edgar, you manage to lead her straight to the village the quickest way, and you two hear a horse
What?
in the forest galloping.
Wait, I need coconuts.
I'm going to pull out my shield, not the warhammer, but just a shield, and just get ready in case we're about to be attacked. I know gnolls don't use horses, but at the same time, I don't really know. There's a whole lot of things going on right now.
I don't have a shield, so I'm just gonna kind of ready myself to use a spell just in case.
As
Oh,
you both
yep.
ready yourselves, all of a sudden you see coming out of the trees a horse rider with Edgar in the back, and this large woman in iron armor with long flowing blonde hair, who seems at first to be a Goliath, but you notice that the ears are pointed and her features are more elvish.
So, question. I still, like, I didn't actually get introduced to Egna, right? I kind of met her, but she disappeared. And she didn't come back until I was gone, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm just gonna be
You
like, I knew it.
recognize
I knew I wasn't going crazy. But then I'm gonna wonder why they're coming from my hut too.
The horse reins and it stops mid-track the moment she stares down at both of you.
Who goes there?
Are you
I
from
got-
the village?
Yes!
You came from my house. Isn't that Lady Sylvia's horse? What are you doing? You didn't. No, Knowles. That's what the gentleman said.
So you know about the gnolls? We're trying to get the last of the people from outside the village back into town. Are you heading into town?
Have they been warned?
Yes. We encountered someone already who was attacked by the gnolls. We're trying to get the last of the folks on the outskirts back in.
Lady Sylvia and her bodyguard, a dragonborn, have been injured. I came to find a cleric.
That would be me. Mira, are you okay to warn Samantha and Raven?
Yeah, I'll run ahead.
Okay.
At that point, she actually gets off the horse. It's best that you take the horse.
Noted. Keep
But
an eye.
Right,
Go ahead.
right before she gets off the horse and she looks at you, Mira, and all of a sudden, her eyes widen. Go ahead and roll me an insight check.
Edgar's still on the horse.
Sight.
She couldn't see you both clearly at first. And
Oh
she
yeah, a 4. That's
definitely
great.
couldn't get a good look at Mira. The moment she stops and looks at you, Mira, she notices what you are. But at that point, she then quickly turns to you, Nora. Go! He's in serious condition.
Noted. Keep Mira safe for me while I come back. And I'll grab the reins of the horse, and head back to the hut.
Well, I'm going on the trip now.
Yay!
So I'm gonna turn to the lady and I'm gonna be like, their house is right up here. The little girl's sick, so we should probably get moving quickly.
Fine, lead the way.
Okay, so I will lead her up there.
All right, we're gonna go back to Sylvia. Sylvia,
Yes.
what would you like to do as you are just waiting for anything to happen?
I'm going to listen out for the sound of hoof tracks before trying to move the door things. Assuming that they find each other.
Roll me a perception check.
That I'm good at. Perception?
Correctamundo.
Shit.
I'm good at that. Rolls a 10.
At
The
least it wasn't
storm
a 1.
itself seems to be harsh, and you notice there's no sight of any horses whatsoever.
I'm going to hope that my horse didn't fly away. Or fly. God damn it.
In fact, you don't see your horse.
I'm going to try and move the thing so I can look outside.
It's not there. And in fact, you notice that the reins that kept it on the fence is broken.
Son of a bitch! Now I have to think of a name for the horse. Shit.
Because I have a PTSD and I'm technically sleeping now, do I roll for nightmares?
Oh, Jesus.
Oh no.
I would say you just mutter in your sleep. As you are just trying to recover, you're starting to get into cold sweat.
I am not there for that. I am currently outside trying to find the horse.
No, I was just wondering, like in just general.
Little nibbles!
Little nipples.
Can I call out for it?
You call out for it. Go ahead and roll me an investigation check.
Fun!
Ow.
10!
Man, 10's literally like you today.
10. You begin to look down a bit closer, and
Oh, no.
Oh fuck.
I just saw red get smeared
Little
on my
nibbles,
screen.
no!
Dun dun dun.
Oh, jeez.
Oh no.
That's a game of follow the blood smears.
Do I see how far it goes?
it goes deep in the forest. And the closer you get to the reins, it looks as though something swooped in.
Whoa.
Oh, good! So there's no horse tracks, it just fucking flew. So I was right. God. Why would you do this?
The Norse have developed flying technology.
I don't think we're going to be that lucky.
Actually, in a different campaign, because they actually did a war null thing, Anyway, never mind, continue.
Let me rephrase it. It looks as though something killed your horse on the spot before it could make a noise, and then dragged the body into the forest.
Oh, okay. Oh, thank God. It's not a dragon. Okay.
More concerned about a griffin.
Oh, griffins would be...
Can I see footprints?
Roll me a survival check.
Do I roll with advantage because it may be a humanoid?
I say roll for advantage. You see a pair of footprints in the very indention of the snow.
tell me what I know.
They're huge, no paw prints. And you also notice when you look over here, the body's missing.
Uh-oh. Hmm. Can I tell how many of them are?
Based on that 18, it looks like at least 3 or 4.
Everything went quiet. Are you guys still there? Oh no, did my... Okay, 1 minute. I'm wondering if my Discord decided to be stupid. Yeah, I don't hear you guys. 1 minute. Let me do an interlude. Do 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 do.
There we go.
There we go. I'm sorry.
Hello?
There we go. It's good. My bad. I'm sorry. I don't know what's going on with my Discord.
Same.
Seems to be everyone.
Oh, okay. No offense. I'm glad though.
We'll edit this out.
No, I won't. I'm not editing.
I couldn't hear anything for a while.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Discord had a hiccup.
Okay.
It happens.
Did I miss anything?
No. Whatever you missed, we all missed.
We all missed if we did. Okay. Everyone's back?
Yes.
I can hear now. Hooray.
Yeah, Discord had a hiccup.
Did Dark do the thing yet? Somebody ping him.
I think Dark is still having a hiccup. Hey, speaking of.
There we go.
Wait.
Nate?
Hello?
There we go.
There
There,
we go.
there we go.
You
Okay.
cut up after the 4. Or actually right at the 4.
Okay.
Yeah, so Discord had a hiccup.
Yeah.
You're saying 3 to 4?
I could hear everyone, but I guess you guys couldn't hear me.
We couldn't hear anyone else.
I couldn't hear anybody, so.
Yeah, I couldn't know.
Alright, Nora, I need you to roll me an animal handling check.
Okay.
Have you rode in a horse before?
Probably not.
Oh, you did pretty good though.
14.
Edgar, you can also roll me a survival check to see if you can find a quicker way to get there.
Okay, survive. Here comes the hot 17.
Actually, it's 18.
You guys managed to get there in less than 5 minutes with the horse.
Oh,
Nora,
wow.
you never rode a horse before, but it seems to understand the urgency. And right when you get back, you see the hut, and you both notice that one of the other horses is gone.
What?
And then
Wow.
everybody hears a terrible scream, and then I die. No, I'm just kidding.
God damn it.
He died from PTSD.
Do you guys get off the horse?
I'm gonna get up as close as I can to the hut at about here, and then try and get off the horse.
Yeah, I
there.
get off after that.
There is no fire coming from the hut, and Sylvia, you managed to hear figures heading towards your direction.
Identify ourselves.
Do we hear this from all the wind and inside?
Roll me a perception check.
Who?
Nora and Edgar.
21.
Where's my perception?
Yep, you definitely hear her.
You needed a cleric?
Yes, get in. Going to open the door as
I'm
poke my
gonna.
head out to see.
I'm going to grab the horse's reins and try and tie them to the post before heading in.
Before you do that, you do notice the massive amount of blood.
Let's not tie them up out there.
Bring the horse inside.
Okay.
Indoor.
My poor
Indoor.
house.
It's fine. I already cleaned it.
The indoor horse now.
So Ors easily just comes inside the house and just sits down on the ground to get away from the snow.
Okay.
Actually,
Um.
horses don't sit.
Not
Y-
sit.
y-
Not I lay. Lay.
They
Kneel,
don't
lay
lay.
down.
They don't lay either. Actually, it's a sign of sickness if they lay or sit down.
It's cold.
The
It's-
horse just went through a blizzard.
The horse lays down.
I'm just telling you.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
They kneel down, but
I
yeah.
appreciate the effort. Thank you.
So, sorry, getting back into it. I was told that you needed a cleric. Is someone hurt?
I'm going to point at Toxic. My family friend and bodyguard seems to have taken a slight injury. We killed one of the gnolls, but it seems there are several.
Okay. I'm gonna go over to. What was her name?
Toxic. I'm also going to leave out the part where he got punched.
Alright,
I
so
appreciate that.
you can either use a healing spell to fix her, or you can use a healer's kit or a health potion.
I'm going to use Cure Wounds on this individual, seeing as there's a giant hole in their chest.
Alright, pop up the spell. Let's see how much you get back. Ooh,
10
alright.
points.
Toxic. At that, Nora, you lean down and you press both your hands on Toxic's wound. The giant hole in his stomach slowly starts to sink. And Toxic, you start to regain consciousness.
Toxic is at full health.
I have been summoned.
Oh god damn it. God
Dogs
damn it.
all audibly sigh
Two
through.
arms.
Down. Just
What
gonna
kills
put
me?
I'm going to put my hand on Toxic's head and just go down.
You want to do that right now, my lady? Are you sure?
You're welcome, by the way. Seeing the little dwarf girl down next to the bed.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
it's a person. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
Thank you so much.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good, honestly. I have a little bit of a scratch. It itches.
Where did the knight go?
They went back. They went riding into the town. No, not riding into the town. No, they were notifying Samantha and Raven about the gnolls attacking.
The small child?
Yes, the small child.
Hmm.
Shake my head, and I'm gonna just look around the hut for a sec for something warmer than the small coat that I have. Just a cloak or even just a blanket. Something warmer to put on. And I'm planning to head out right away. I don't have enough time. I don't have enough time to stick around here. I need to head back into the village and help out.
Agreed. Come, Toxic. I'm going to try and blockade the door as we leave. For the sole purpose, I want my horse to be okay.
At that point, the horse starts eating into Mira's rations, or at least the ones in her hut.
Never mind. Come on.
You know, if you give me a moment, I can board up the door.
Did you also make...
All of my stuff.
I'm going to bat my horse.
This is not the stuff in your inventory.
I know. I'm just trying to be funny. I'm sorry.
I will bat my horse and say no.
I would
Animal
like to
handling?
I would like to use my carpenter's tools to fortify the door for
Oop.
1 minute.
Did not mean to roll with advantage, but yes.
Okay. Let's see. I would say roll me a strength test variation for your carpenter tools.
Cool. Oh god. gosh.
Oof.
The quality of the wood in this hut is not really up to par, and apparently she only has one nail.
I'm a poor tiefling girl.
For all the other nails she has are bent in an exact 90-degree angle.
I obviously am really bad at carpentry stuff too. Yay!
I swear to God, I'm going to have to give this girl some gold.
But you do manage to try to make a small, better fortification for the door. That way you can lock it from the outside.
Okay. It'll have to do. You ready?
Will my horse continue to eat her rations?
No, you are just petting it, keeping it company.
Okay.
Let's go. Do you know how to fight?
Absolutely.
Good. We're gonna
I've already killed one gnoll.
And
You will notice the blood still dripping from me.
yes, you did an excellent job looking back at Toxic.
Oh.
Hey.
Oh.
Oh! Oh!
Oh.
Oh!
Bird.
Alright, as you guys step outside into the cold, you are taking the horse or no?
Yes, taking the horse.
Alright,
Oh.
so you hold on to the horse by the reins, and you lead it out into the cold.
Yeah, I'm
You'll be
just
one
gonna.
soon.
I'm just gonna actually take that because I'm the only one that actually knows how to ride a horse, apparently.
Yeah.
We're snapper.
No offense, it's just.
You're kidnapping the horse.
I would say roll me an animal handling check, because your horse got eaten.
My horse got eaten.
Yes.
No, they took my horse.
Yeah,
That's
because
what
it was little Niblet or whatever the heck he decided to name it, who died.
Lil Nibbler.
Alright, with that, I would like to take a quick 5-minute break.
I mean, if you still want me to roll animal handling, I don't care.
Are you trying to force it to come along with you, or are you just trying to ride it? That's the thing.
Oh, which one requires me to do animal handling?
I would say if you're not riding it and you're trying to make it come along with you.
I was gonna write it because I was actually the one injured.
Okay, yeah, no animal handling check for that in this case. All right, with
Off
that,
we go. To see the wonderful Noel of Oz.
we are going to take a quick break,
Cool.
and I'll be back
Oh.
in 5 minutes.
Okay, so for that, Blue, for the images that you sent me in IMs, I googled it, and it says that the only reason why a horse would sit purposefully is if it was trained.
Maybe-
Ta-da! We're nobles.
We got fancy
We
horses.
probably had them trained.
I'm just talking about in real life.
I don't think
Also,
we're
that was
talking,
Drawan that sent that.
I don't think we're thinking about the same way that horses sit. If you're thinking
Oh.
about sitting on their butt, yes, you need to specially train a horse to do that. But if you're
Yes.
talking about kneeling down, that's what they do when they rest.
Oh,
No, it is
yeah.
just flat out sitting on its butt. The ones that she sent.
Wow.
Mhm.
It's actually cute.
It,
Horse needs a fucking shampoo, though. Jesus.
Someone in your party has prestidigitation to fix that.
Yeah, but she's with a noble who doesn't like her right now.
Hey, racism is perfectly normal. It's just not acceptable.
Okay, so I looked up the laying down thing, though, and horses do lay down, but they don't do it for very long.
Well, this is also a fantasy world, so I mean, it's not like a big deal to the plot. So
No, I was just caring. I just cared for realistic reasons.
do.
I finished the cover of chapter 3 for my comic. Would you guys like to see it?
Nice. Sure.
Ta-da.
Oh, we're on the move.
Oh no, spoilers!
Not really.
Smoolers.
It's just a
Spoilers.
chapter cover. Oh, well, I guess now you know what Huxon looks like, but I think it's all over the website, so it doesn't really matter.
Ta-da! Also, it's still your avatar.
Oh, it is? Oops. Well, I
Oopsie.
have for the game, I just have our names.
That's
So,
true.
I'm sorry. I guess I could change that every
Nah, don't
other
worry about it.
week. I mean,
God, no, don't worry about
if
it.
it's a big
No, no.
of a...
So what you do is so it says so under your little chat box
Mhm.
it says Mira. If you click on that, just click on the other one that says the same thing, and then it should change it to like your like no under your chat box.
What? Like here?
Go back to the chat window where it's the text. Yeah, that one.
Uh-huh.
So you know where you type?
Yeah.
That one. Oh yeah. I'm sorry. It's just you're lagging a little. Yeah, just click the other one.
But I don't have like an image for her.
Oh, you don't. Oh, I can tell you.
I need to
can
put
tell
that
you.
in. I'll put that in next week. I can easily do it. I just didn't know I could do it for different campaigns. I thought the icon stays the same for every campaign.
Oh no, it's in your character. It's in your like your It's really simple. So if you just like you're in your character sheet.
Mm-hmm.
When you go to
Oh!
bio and info and you go to edit. Yep, there you go.
Let's see. What emo do I want to use? Because I have to just use one right now. Let's see. Where's my emo?
Oh, the emotes.
Probably this one. This one will work.
The investigation one.
Did it work?
You just gotta
There
give
we
it a second.
go.
Oh, there it is.
Yay! Okay. I didn't know that. Thank you.
Wait,
The more
Yeah,
you know. I didn't
yeah,
know
I
about this
figured-
either.
I figured, yeah, because I saw that. Yeah.
That's 1, 2, 3.
You're good.
Maybe I will edit this out. This is a bit longer than I expected. I don't know though. It's kind of fun to know that people take real breaks and we just talk.
In the campaigns that I've been in, we normally don't take breaks. We just kind of like
That's
derp.
right.
We just kind of derp like in the middle of it.
Oh, this is the same thing.
The only difference is we had 8 hours.
Oh yeah, no, not that one. I'm in several. I'm in like 4 other campaigns. Sorry.
That's a lot of campaigns.
She's
right
having
there.
an affair.
I'm in 3 campaigns if you count this one, so.
I'm in 1.
I used to be in 6, and then I yeeted 2 of them.
What happened to them?
One was too much drama, and the other one switched dungeon masters. Then I didn't really like how the new one was going. So,
How do you switch dungeon masters for a campaign?
well,
It's a different campaign.
Well, the original, well, it was supposed to just be taken over, but then he tried changing things, and anyway, but
What?
oh god.
What did Hux do?
Oh,
The
yeah.
first dungeon master went to boot camp, so
How did that go? Hux and the dragon.
Oh, yeah, last campaign, Huxon met up with a female dragon, and we needed to distract her because she had a spell on her that made it so, like, she can't disobey the orders that she had, and which was to...
Chaos.
Yeah, it was to protect this certain town, and we needed to go in that town. So Huxon seduced the dragon to distract her, and I got to live every bard's dream, which is to fornicate with a dragon. Yep.
Did you ever ask Mo what happened to his character when he did that?
Who's Mo?
Bubbles.
Oh
Froggo.
God, Alex, no.
Yes. Oh, I can't
I-
wait for you to hear that
I
story.
bet it wasn't as awesome as my experience, which turned out where she just kind of got up and left, and Huxon was perfectly fine.
Yeah, no.
Was it?
Froggo died.
I'm not surprised. Was it a male dragon?
It was a black acid dragon, yes.
Oh Jesus! He gotta be smart about it.
Hey man, I'm a copper acid dragon.
Yes, but the thing is that you're a dragonborn. This was a full-fledged dragon.
I'm still pretty huge.
Wow!
That's what she said? Question mark.
Alright, I am back. I am sorry.
She
'cause
did say it.
I had to actually do this because I was not expecting this. So. Don't worry, I just made an extra map because. Anyway, back to where we were. We're going to go to Mira.
Oh yay!
Mira, you are traveling with this strange woman, cladded in what seems to be holy armor.
Oh.
She is right behind you, and
Don't touch it. I'm sorry. I'm good now.
All right.
you're
So I'm just
making her-
leading her to the house.
You're actually not rushing at this point, but she just seems very serious and stern. She's looking at you.
Okay. Is everything all right? The house is right up ahead.
She's just looking forward. How much further?
Do I see the house? Can I point to it?
Roll me a perception check.
Perception. Oh, natural 20. Woohoo.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Breathing.
In the further distance, the moment you think you can see the house, you see a lot of smoke coming from it.
Mm. She's gonna go, oh my gosh, it's over there, it's on fire! And she's just gonna take off.
And at that, I am actually going to bring us to the scene.
Oh no.
Took me 5 minutes to make this in a quick. It's like, oh shit.
Oh, it's on fire, and there's blood. Oh no.
The nose are attacking.
Were we too late?
I'm not sure. It was Raven and what was the daughter's name?
Samantha.
Samantha. So I'm gonna run up there, and well, there could be gnolls. I'm gonna run up to the door. Do I notice the blood?
Roll me investigation check.
Oh no.
At the moment you see the front door is completely broken open and in splinters, and on the side there is a trail of blood.
Oh no. Okay. Well, Samantha could still be in the house. So, now some tieflings don't get affected by fire. Is that correct?
You would have fire resistance, correct?
Okay. So I'm gonna run in the house and see if Samantha or Raven are still in there, because there's just one dragging of blood, correct? Not two.
There's only one.
Okay, so yeah, I'd like to go into the house and make sure that, see if anybody's still in there.
Are her clothes fire resistant? Very important.
Oh, that's a good point. I'm gonna take off my cloak at least.
I would say this recently just happened in the last 5 to 7 minutes. So they were very, very close. The fires themselves are definitely fresh, and it doesn't seem to have caused the house to collapse just yet.
Yeah, because if there's only one thing of blood, Samantha could be hiding somewhere, and I don't want her to die.
Alright, I need you to roll me another investigation check.
Oh,
And
This
fuck.
might be
No.
something you
I would
use.
say roll me advantage because she's also going to help you.
Okay,
thank God.
well, I rolled a 3, or a natural 1, so
Roll,
whatever.
roll another.
Oh. Oh,
Oh, yeah.
god dang it!
You know what? That's fine.
Oh, this is not a 1.
Yep.
You just see the destruction of what happened to the house, and one of the sides, the whole kitchen is on fire,
Okay.
from what you can tell from the hallway. But all of a sudden, you start to hear whimpers, sniffles.
Oh, I would like. Where is it in the fire or is it in another room?
It's in the closet right next to you,
Oh.
and there is blood all over the floor.
Okay, so I'm going to open up the closet. Samantha, is that you?
You see Samantha wrapped up in a blanket, and she has this terrified look on her face.
No.
She
Okay.
is still very sick.
All right. So I'm gonna turn to the lady because she never gave me her name. Do you know any healing magic? Do you? So I'm just like I'm freaking out. We gotta get her out of the house. So Samantha, come on, let's get out of here. It's.
She leans down and picks up the little girl, and Samantha's not even resisting. She's like absolutely terrified,
Okay.
and they quickly run out. You and her run out of the house as she is holding Samantha in a bundle.
Okay. Oh, it's okay. What happened? Are you hurt?
She seems to be fine. What happened?
Check me in bed. I wasn't feeling good. She went to go get tea, and then she rushed into my room, grabbed me, and put me in the closet, and she told me not to say a word. Playing hide and seek.
Oh.
Next thing I know, there was loud banging, and my mother screamed, and this is. They laughed. They laughed.
We can't just leave her here. We should probably take her to the town and then see if we can find Raven.
Is you notice that her sinuses are absolutely horrible in this case, and she and this large woman, Satana, is wrapping and keeping her bundled up.
Mm-hmm.
She has a fever.
Her mom did mention she was sick. Maybe maybe Nora could help her. Actually, why didn't we do that to begin with? Okay.
Do you have a Lesser Restoration spell?
No, I do not.
Then unfortunately you can't fix a fever.
Oh, I didn't. I meant Nora, so I didn't know if Nora did or not.
I don't think Nora has that either, but
Okay.
either
I
way,
don't have that spell yet.
All right.
we got to get. Are there any more else out there?
There was only her mom and her here today. Her father was at the mill. We were supposed to take him lunch. Oh, I hope he's okay. Mira's definitely panicked. She's not used to this kind of stuff, or if she is, she's repressed it.
Where's Mom?
Oh. Oh, honey, we'll find her, but let's get you to town first so you can warm up and get away from the house, okay?
At that point, Satana just continues to carry her through the snow.
Oh, wait for me.
As you are now carrying Samantha, this tiny little gnome girl. And Raven has gone missing.
Oh no.
All right, for the other party,
Hello.
where exactly are you heading?
Well, we were
Wow.
attempting to make contact. We don't know that they found them yet, so heading towards the direction of the road to the house.
Yeah, that was my plan to try and meet
Ye-
up with Mira at the house.
I'm along for the ride.
Did we
As
roll anything?
If you're trying to rush it, I would say give me another Constitution check. Except for Toxic, who is on the horse, he will have to roll me an animal handling to make it go faster.
Constitution.
Oh, wait. Constitution save or just check?
Gosh.
Check.
Damn it, I got a 21 on.
Oh, no.
Someone rolled it.
Natural
oh, no.
one.
Oh no.
I'm not
Well,
even gonna
same roll.
attempt it. I
Same
don't
roll.
mind going slower.
Natural one. Oh my gosh.
Nora is
I'm
dead.
actually. Oh god, is my mic muted? Oh no,
No,
it's
you're
not.
talking.
You're there.
Okay, sorry.
You're good.
I'm actually going to say to the others we should probably keep a steady pace instead of trying to rush in the storm. We might end up accidentally separating.
Nora, you're not used to traveling out of the cold, especially in this kind of condition. And you feel your breath getting heavy and heavy as you just try to rush it. And with that nat 1, you get a point of exhaustion.
Uh-oh.
As you all of a sudden see her slump forward a bit, shaking.
Come on, get up! Oh god, you're heavy. Oh god.
So cold. Damn winter.
Edgar, give me a hand.
Okay.
I'm just going to. Can I put her on the horse?
Yes, you may.
Well,
Oh, then why don't we all get on the porch? Yeah.
Don't roll unless you're told to
Oh
roll.
no.
oh, sorry. I just assumed.
Yeah, no need to roll this. Yeah, and like I said, let me confirm it so that way it happens. So as you put her on the horse, you guys continue on the path, and then all of a sudden, before you manage to reach the path, Satana is holding on to Samantha, and she just seems very quiet. Mira, do you say anything to Satana?
Where's it done?
It's
Hello?
the big lady.
She's trying to talk, but it's not working.
Oh no.
Small hiccup.
Izzy.
I'm sorry.
Wow.
Were
Did you say
AFK?
anything?
I missed what was going on because someone messaged me. I'm sorry.
Okay,
Mm,
no worries.
What?
As the others are trying to make their way to the path, you are still on foot with
Mhm.
Satana and Samantha. She is very quiet though, and she's just holding on to Samantha. Do you say anything or do anything?
I'm trying to talk to Samantha into telling us if she saw anything else or heard anything else. Any idea of how many there were, anything like that?
Samantha doesn't say anything, and Satana, is it really necessary to question her right now?
Her mother could possibility of being saved. I'm just trying to help. So then she's just gonna go quiet.
You can help by keeping a lookout. And you notice that her tone seems very more aggressive towards you for some reason.
Is everything okay? Well, besides the obvious.
It's fine. And you know Samantha's gone a little bit quiet. We gotta get her back quickly. Otherwise, it'll get worse for her.
All right. And then she's just gonna be quiet.
Forward long, about a couple more minutes, she then looks back at you. And you notice that she keeps glancing at you.
So Mira's probably gonna start feeling uncomfortable herself because she understands that there's other stuff going on, but doesn't understand the aggression towards her. Because she's only trying to do the same thing that this lady's trying to do. We're both on the same team. So I guess you could. So are you sure everything's okay? You keep glaring at me. We're both on the same team here.
You just remind me of someone.
That's no reason to take it out on me. We have a lot bigger things going on.
My apologies. It's just very odd to find someone of yourself in these parts.
Yeah, trust me, I'm not used to the cold. But we should probably get going.
Has Cape Village actually been in much peril?
Wait, what? In this much peril, like before?
Yeah.
Oh, not since I've been here, but I've only been here for a short while. Lady Sylvia took me in, and this is where she said I should stay for a while.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Persuasion. Boom.
Nice.
Well, she's telling the truth, so it's not like she's lying.
Well, I know, but you can roll me an insight check if you like as well to read the room.
Insight.
Yeah.
It's okay. I've had worse.
You have a feeling that Satana, in this case, considering her position as a holy warrior and such, and you look at her insignia and everything, it seems as though that she has possibly dealt with your kind before, but not in a very good manner.
Well, Beard doesn't exactly like her kind either, so she kind of gets it, but trust me, whatever you think I am, I'm not. I mean, well,
What are
obviously, I mean, I am, but I'm not. They've done me wrong too.
She stops and turns to you. What does that mean?
Trust me, we don't have time to go into it right now. We gotta get her into the warmth.
And at that point, you start to hear movement over on the side. As you guys then... Mira, you happen to see Toxic and Nora on the horse, with Sylvia and Edgar walking on foot.
Lady Sylvia, thank God, we found Samantha. Her mother, though.
Oh.
I'm just gonna trail
Oh,
off.
dearie.
We really need to get her in the warmth, and then we have to go do a search party.
For?
Her mother.
Oh. Of course. I'm going to glance back. Do I see the smoke?
Roll me a perception check with disadvantage.
Oof. All right. Disadvantage.
Nora, would you like me to? Would you like to be in front or
Wait,
in
what?
back of the horse?
I see shit.
I'll be on the front of the horse.
The
smaller.
side of the mountain itself seems to be covered in a large blizzard. Like everything past this point is covered in a heavy snow. And it's very hard to even see the village up ahead.
Can I roll perception
Yes, you may.
with disadvantage?
Yes. If you're looking towards the mountain, it will be a disadvantage.
I'm just looking around.
Oh, in that case, just roll me perception.
Okay.
Edgar,
I see stuff.
with your keen Kinku vision, gazing upon around yourself, you notice that it is very clear, and whatever else is traveling in this forest will probably have a hard time noticing y'all. So this will probably be a good time to make it as quickly to the village without getting noticed by anything in the forest. You don't know
Okay.
how many gnolls are out there, don't know what the heck is going on the borders, but you definitely know for certain that the village is still in good condition.
Okay.
Sylvia would. Sorry, go ahead.
Mira, did, um, have you been? Sorry, just exhausted a little bit. Have you been using prestidigitation to warm up her
Oh,
wrappings?
I didn't know I could do that. Okay. Um, can I use my point thing you gave me last time to have been doing that? Is that what the inspiration thing does? Is it kind
Oh
of?
no, it
No.
allows you to re-roll.
Oh, okay. So I also play Edge of the Empire, and we have points for that. Um.
I would say just pop up the spell in this
Okay.
case.
Sorry.
No, you're
Prestidigitation.
fine. You're
I
fine.
will eventually learn when to use. Again, this is my first spellcaster, so.
All right, so you use prestidigitation to touch Nora. The Satana stands still and lets you do it and such. And while you're doing this, she looks over at you, Nora. Are you all right?
Just just a little tired. A lot of running. Not used to, not used to this much running. Too cold. Oh, good.
We should get inside.
Yeah, just no, just a light nod. Yeah, good idea.
The tavern, then.
All right, as you guys continue to make your way towards the village, you notice that all the houses have been closed up. The only places that seem to be open at the moment is the town hall and the tavern, which are next to each other right here.
While we're walking, Sylvia is going to tap Satan. Name. Damn it. Satana on the shoulder and mention that there were 3 to 4 of them at the cottage, but they absconded with my spare horse.
It seems to me that the Knolls have probably been on a hunting party.
There appears to also be a very big, perhaps Pac Alpha.
If I may interject, if I remember correctly, out of character, correct me if I'm wrong, DM, because I probably am. Okay, back in character. I could have sworn that I saw tracks, at least, or signs of a large group. Is there a war going on nearby? Or a battle of some sort?
Where did you find these tracks?
As I said, if I'm wrong, you can correct me.
No, I'm asking you, where did you find
Well,
these?
I was investigating her earlier. Remember when I first found her? You told me that something along the lines of she looked like she was in a battle of some sort.
Oh, based on her wounds. You didn't find tracks, that was her wounds.
Yeah, as I said, I couldn't really correctly remember.
There we go.
I'll be right back.
As you guys get to the village, do you guys go to the tavern or do you go to the town hall?
Okay, I'm back if you want to answer my question. I'm sorry.
To answer your question, no, you didn't find any tracks near the hut.
No, I wasn't asking you as a DM. I was asking her. I was asking her about a battle.
She looks at you and such. We should get inside.
Yeah, this warm, please.
Agreed. Town hall, then? I imagine that's where they are.
You guys go to the town hall?
The doors are right next to each other, right?
Yes.
Can we just check both?
You can tell without just a perception that the town hall is filled with a bunch of people. and the tavern itself is a little bit preoccupied, but it seems as though like they're moving everything towards the town hall.
Excellent. Town hall it is.
All right.
I'm not one for manual labor.
I'm going to go help them with moving things.
They're not really like carrying stuff, like they're just like moving over towards the town hall. So let me get the buildings.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was okay.
All right, so I'm gonna stop the music. And if you guys can give me a minute to load up the map, I can do so real quick. Who's going in first?
Sylvia will.
All right. Anyone else going next with her?
I think
Actually, I kind of want to go first just because I do. Do I have the most health, or does somebody else have the most health?
We have the same amount.
We have the same. Okay.
Mira, can you help me off the horse, please?
yeah, so I'm gonna take her off of the horse. We should probably let the lady holding the child go in first. For
Perhaps.
obviously good reasons.
No, that's
What happened here?
I just wanted to go first so I could shove people off of us as we walked in.
don't shut the console.
Well,
Jeez.
I have
No.
all effort.
Like,
I'm joking.
depending on how big the crowd is and depending on how like riled up they are.
DM.
Yes. I'm actually loading that up right now. I'm sorry.
Ah.
On the spot map making.
Is someone? No. It's all made. I am just pulling up the NPCs. So.
Oh, there's just not that many people. Okay.
Oh no, there's many. I'm just loading them up right
Oh.
now.
Hmm.
Oh, there we go.
All right, and let me get some music in here real quick.
Oh, you're lucky your boyfriend's not in here. At least I don't see him. that bard.
Yeah.
You see all
Uh-oh.
the close by villagers so far.
Uh-oh.
Like they're all in a ramble and such. Like they're all getting worried and everything, and you just see Grover, like, everyone, please calm down, please. As you guys start to enter into the scene, most of the people around start to notice you and everything and such. And let me get that human, the one who actually informed everyone. Where did he go? You then see Edgar standing up to the podium. Alright, shut your fucking traps! And let the man speak! Thank you. Hey, floor's yours. As he steps down.
Oh, crap.
I'm sorry, was I not supposed to swear?
No, I had a key and accidentally brought up my my Windows thing. We're good.
Oh, no.
Sorry, that was my end.
Do you guys stay quiet and listen in about what's happening, or do you actually interject?
I wouldn't interject. I would listen because maybe they knew something we didn't, and then we can add on. But that's just what Mira would do. She's really quiet.
Agreed.
Satana actually goes forth and hands you Samantha. Hold her.
Okay.
And continue on. Inside the room, you see a couple other familiar faces, other important NPCs. You see the priests at the temple at the end of the road. You also see the local sheriff or the guard of the village. Technically, he's the law enforcer and public executioner.
Oh.
Now, everyone, I was hoping to bring some good news, but unfortunately, the Knolls are back. And they all start talking amongst each other to say, they're back again! I haven't back in years! Oh. What are we going to do? Everyone stay calm and let them finish. Thank you, Warden. So the one who spoke was Rodlin Judas. He was the sheriff executioner.
Okay.
As Grover continues with the speech. Now, for those of you who have family on the borders, or if you know anyone else outside, we will send a search party, and hopefully they will be all safe. And then he turns and looks at you guys. It's like, oh dear.
They're already at the borders, if that's what you were wondering. They've already hit Jack and Ravens.
Roll me an
Place.
intimidation check with advantage.
I believe that would be normal because I have exhaustion.
Ah. Good to know.
4!
At that point, they all go into almost a slight panic, but then they notice Satana there, and Edgar's like, "Relax, Jack is still out there. I'm pretty sure he'll be bringing back everyone else." And the human and the person that survived the ordeal, which I'm trying to find right now, is going to say, "It's true. He was at the lumber He was fending him off."
Well, that's good.
Here he is. There, my child. You did what you can. Do not feel shame in what you did, for your actions have led us into more of a sanctuary peace. The father is known as Kyle Howards. And he is a missionary from the neutral lands, but he came to the village in hopes of spreading the word and to perform religious duties.
Is Edgar on the raised platform in the middle, the table?
I would say he's actually just standing by.
I'm gonna make my way over to him if that's okay. Just trying to squeeze my way past everybody in the party. It's like, yeah, excuse me, sorry. And visibly sidestep the very large lady. Sorry, excuse me.
At that point, Satana approaches him, and then you then see Rodlin step forward. And what is your kind doing here? I've come to warn you all. There is also another threat. And the crowd starts to get a little bit more panicky. And Nora, at the moment you reach up to Edgar, he's like, "What, Lass? Are you alright? You look like you're freezing to death."
Yeah, kinda. It's really freaking cold out here.
Did you
Should've
forget you bring your cloak?
Yes. I'm sorry.
Ah, I'm just glad you're alright, but now things have got a little bit serious.
I know. I know. I couldn't find. I didn't make my way over to the lumber mill to drop off Jack's delivery. And if he's still out there fighting, we should probably send out a party to get everyone that's still alive from there back here.
But that's what we're trying to do. And as you then hear them continuing to speak, Satana announcing, "I recommend that everyone here evacuate." And
What?
all of them is like in a confusion and such. It's like, leave. But the gnolls are in the mountains.
We still have people out there. We can't leave right now.
What about
What was-
Raven?
Quite possibly something worse is coming.
Pardon me, ma'am. And at that point, Grover steps aside. I've already spoken to one of your missionaries. Perhaps we could talk about this in the room. I am not with them. In fact, it has gotten much worse. And at this point, she's just saying this boldly out loud, and all the villagers are starting to go into panic. It's like, hey, why do you even bring a soldier of the Iron Kingdom here? This is Freeland. We don't follow by your rules. Roland, let's not start a fight. We have more pressing things to do. Everyone, please, if you would calm down, this person is here to bring reinforcements. Yes. Now, she will bring us news. And she's like, excuse me, please just talk to me in the back room. We don't want to cause no more panic. If you'll just give me a moment. Thank you. And you see them start to walk to the back room, and she's got like this very serious look. Does anyone else like to follow them?
Yeah, Sylvia
I
will.
try to sneak into try over here what's going on.
Mira's gonna
Since I'm
see
the
if
noble
she can
around here.
find something to give to the little one to make her feel better, like soup or something.
Let's see.
I'm
Sylvia
gonna
will follow.
follow. Because I'm following Sylvia.
Alright,
I cannot move.
Hold on.
Me neither.
1 second.
I'm gonna roll stealth.
You're just gonna try to blend in.
Blend in over here what's going on in there from this be roguelike.
Head over right to the doorway and listen in.
Roll me a stealth check as you try to just blend in with the crowd. And Sylvia, you're heading to the back room.
That's not good.
Yes.
I don't do well.
You're standing right next to the brazier, just awkwardly looking about, and like no one seems to notice you, but like they're all worried about their own problems.
I can move over here.
And Mira, as you're holding on to Samantha, can you roll me a medicine check?
Yep, 1 second. Medicine. Oh, I got a 2.
Uh-oh.
You don't know what's wrong with Samantha, but she doesn't seem to be very responsive. In fact, she's breathing kind of heavy.
I'm gonna bring that up to one of the people at the... and somebody around me.
So try and RP that.
Okay. Does anybody know anything about medicine? Samantha doesn't seem to be doing too well.
The father then comes around and all the people make their way through. It's like, let me see her.
I'm gonna hand... Oh, here you go! As I hand her over.
He then, sets her gently on the floor and he checks her. God, she has a fever. And with that, you see his hand illuminate on her forehead as he starts to cast Luster Restoration and remove her ailment. She should be fine for now, but she still needs her rest.
Thank you.
Where is her mother?
Well, we found the house on fire. We're hoping we'll find her in the woods. And I'm just... I'm gonna kind of shuffle uncomfortably.
Trouble. It's fine, but at least you did manage to save her. That is in good faith, Lady Mira.
I hope her mom's okay. Miss Raven was always very nice.
May Lord protect her. And if so, may the gods guide her to a safer path. And as then, if I find our dear bard who enters the scene.
I left him alone.
You went to the back.
I did.
Toxic, as you're just standing around looking, did you follow Sylvia?
Yeah, I said that already.
Oh, I didn't hear you. I was just making sure. And Trevor walks in. Ah, Mira, it's good to see you.
I'm glad to see you made it okay. Is anybody else out there?
There were a couple people. The alchemist is still in his shop. He refuses to leave.
Well, that
And
makes sense.
the general owner is also quite busy with packing up his goods. Afraid, being paranoid and all. But tell me, did everyone else? Where's Lady Sylvia? As you notice, he starts to look around for her.
She's occupied.
Oh, such a shame. If only I can gaze upon her beauty.
I do believe we have more things to worry about right now.
Worrying about such a lovely lady and everyone here is definitely something that, as you notice, he's just wandering off, just not even looking at you. He's just looking for Sylvia.
I'm just gonna let him trail on, and I'm gonna go up to one of the other people in the bar and mention if, does anybody have any idea how we can get the alchemist out of his house? I'm not sure it's safe there.
One random person just shouts out, "He's always been in his house! He never leaves there!"
Okay, but is there a way we think we can get him out? Or if anybody be willing to go help the shopkeep collect his things, or at least tell him how important it is to leave them.
He'll be fine, shouts a small dwarf in the corner.
Oh, okay, if you say so.
At that point, they all just look to each other. They're all talking. You guys can roll me an insight check. Except for Toxic and Sylvia.
Oh, hey.
Sec. Doo-doo-doo.
Apeka. I can definitely tell when people are having a paranoia situation. Like, they're afraid. They don't know what to do. In fact, they don't even want to step outside.
Oh, that's not good.
And the fact when Mira actually suggests about go getting the others, they didn't want to go. None of them even spoke up or even offered to do so.
And I pick up on this as well, correct?
Let's see. You rolled
13.
a 13. Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna turn to Edgar and just quietly mention. I don't know how bad it is out there, but the one party that I came with here, Sylvia, her guard, and I'll lean over to the side, looking over towards the bird, who's not being that stealthy.
I'm being
Edgar,
stealthy.
you got a 9.
Edgar is looking at you, Nora, and it's like, "Hey, weather's gone bad. Nose out hunting. Now we got a foreigner. I don't like this. Don't like this one bit."
Neither do I. But we still got to take care of our own. I know Jack's out there, and I don't know how many other people are out there. If we leave him out there, he's probably not going to make it back.
I would say that won't be true. But I remember Jack's taken on a bear before.
True. But Mira did mention she saw a long line of individuals going through the forest. I didn't
What?
actually see it myself.
What
But
direction were they heading?
towards you know that one warehouse that's on the edge of town? We saw them as we were heading over to Raven's house. They were heading south as we were heading north to Raven's house. They were heading south towards through the forest. Looks like they were approaching closer to the warehouse rather than here in town proper.
No. And at that point, he quickly walks past her. Out of my way! Do you follow him?
I'm gonna look around. What did I say? And I'm gonna just follow behind a couple paces behind.
Alright, inside the back room, where it's pretty much a small little storage, and Grover and Roland are looking at Satana, and then Sylvia, you walk
Can I
inside with
Roll
Toxic.
perception to hear in.
Yes, you may.
Oh, hey.
Your head is planted against the board, and the villagers are
can-
just looking at you. It's like, what is that? I think it's a bird? Is it a woman?
I can hear them clearly on the other side then.
Yeah. And in this discussion, Grover says, "Ma'am, I do not know exactly what is going on. And the fact that my whole village seems to be in peril from Mother Nature itself and the local no population. So, what else do we have to worry about?" The Black Sun mercenaries are coming.
I'm sorry, the who?
Oh, Lady Sylvia. It's an honor. When did you get into town?
Just recently.
Oh, I'm sorry you had to come to these circumstances. As you notice, he starts to sweat. You let
It's
the Black Sun mercenaries here? No. I didn't. Explain yourself. I am Zatanna, former captain of the Iron Man Kingdom, and I abandoned my post because
So-
it was not in my faith to let this happen. I even broke my oath to be here. Oh God. Oh, the heavens. As Grover just takes a seat at the pallets, rubbing his head. I did this because I have known that the Ironman Kingdom has been trying to buy your land. Grover! As Roland walks up to her. Grover? Is that what the news was about? I was going to make an announcement. They made an offer. One of their nobles made me a great deal. They said that they were willing to expand our village. We would get more protection. At what cost, Kurava? At the point, you start to grasp onto him. Sir, please, I was only doing it for the betterment of the village. They said that they would help us with our lumbering and everything. They will take every resource they can. They don't care about us. They will take our rights. We'll be nothing more but another land spot for them. The noble, he's very civilized and generous.
Sylvia will roll her eyes.
We've been struggling for so long, and we've also not been getting much of a harvest. And no one's been buying our stock. I had to do it, Roland. I had to. I was going to ask the villagers to see about this, but everything's now gone to hell. And at that point, Roland just lets him go. Then he turns and looks at Satana. You mentioned the Black Suns. Why are they coming here? Satana then looks to the side and then says firmly, to take over the village and fortify it as a fortress. Oh, God. Oh, Father Pillow, please forgive me. Sylvia, you can go ahead and roll me a history check.
Find out who they're talking about. Yay! With advantage?
I would say with advantage, yes, since you know politics.
Excellent. 16.
The Black Sun Mercenary Group is technically a ruthless force. The Ironman Kingdom has its own militia, but they have been expanding their forces due to the new rule of King Howard Ironward, the oldest son of the former king.
Mm-hmm.
He's been pushing his influence into the free neutral lands by any means necessary.
Sylvia is not a fan of that.
As for the Black Sun mercenaries, they technically would do anything for the right price.
Nice.
And you've also heard rumors a couple months ago that the Black Suns themselves have been crouching onto the border itself, taking stocks and cargo from nearby trades. They're actually very hostile towards the Freeman Trade Group. The Free Trade City considered them to be a bandit group, almost.
Mhm.
But they seem to gain a great alliance to the Ironman Kingdom.
I'm going to turn to Centania and ask, how long do you suspect that we have?
I would say at least 2 days. 2 days? 2 days? We don't even know if the storm will be over, as he points outside as the blizzard starts blowing in.
Do we have the availability to make any, I don't know, freighters?
Whatever we can negotiate them. I mean, I'm sure they'll be reasonable.
They will not listen to anything but money.
We have money. We can give
I
them
don't
money.
think we have enough. You're dealing with an empire's coffers versus a small town.
Why would they send them here? Why?
Evidently, they want a strategic point for launching campaigns.
They want your lumber.
The lumber.
Iron Kingdom has been running low on resources as well. And here, your lumber is actually very valuable into building their fortresses, along with the porters to mine out any more stone.
Hmm.
That's our livelihood. And at that point, Edgar,
Hmm.
roll me a dexterity check.
Okay, let's see.
As you then see Edgar shove you to the side. Out of my way! Oh wow, that's a nat 20. As you all of a sudden feel yourself being shoved forward, and Edgar just barges the door. We got to leave now. What? Edgar, we're in the middle of discussing something very important. No, we leave now.
What did
Get
I
everyone
say?
leave. Nora, that was a war band.
Oh shit.
They're coming to take every single one of us.
I'm a fan of scorched earth policy.
Where do we go? Where would we go?
South. We head south. We can't head towards the mountains, so we have to head to the closest thing we can.
Do we have any carts or enough warm clothing to get everybody out right away? They would probably be near the warehouse at this. Oh no.
What about the warehouse?
I'm gonna make sure that I step inside the room before continuing this discussion, so no one else can hear. And quickly step in and close the door behind me. It's like, yeah. Sorry.
Edgar, you
Still here.
at that point, Mira, you notice that everyone is just getting kind of awkward, just seeing people rush into the back room. Like they're all starting to get a little bit panicky.
I'm going to stick out my head and say, everything is fine. Please remain calm.
Roll me a persuasion check.
With not advantage, right?
I would
Kinda
say
already
normal.
clicked it.
Yeah, normal.
I mean, you can't persuade.
That's a 6.
Uh-oh.
Everyone is just like muttering to themselves. They're getting quite worried. And then you see Trevor just stand up. Fear not! Lady Sylvia's here! Hello! Love it.
Sylvia's just going to pinch the bridge of her nose and
So-
wave.
Behind Sylvia, that intimidation behind her.
Make sure you don't roll unless you're asked to roll.
I mean, considering the fact that I'm willingly wanting to intimidate
Intimidate who?
the, I don't know, the chaos.
You wanted to calm it down and tell them to be quiet or something, or...
Yeah.
Okay, and you already made the roll. That's a net 24. As you just give everyone a glare to calm down. You don't even say anything. You just glare at them. And they all just, like, flutter up into their own groups and speaking amongst themselves. And Trevor looks at you as like, oh no, he's here too.
Sylvia will whisper.
Can I come in the back room too, Sylvia? Please?
Certainly, come on in.
Okay.
It's just a big old party in here.
Edgar, do you walk into the room?
I mean, I can hear perfectly from the other side.
Sylvia will grab you by the cloak and pull you in.
Yay, it's a party in here.
Roland states, Edgar, I told you for 1,000 times. Gnolls don't do warbands. They don't. We have not been attacked in ages. Why are they coming down now? They're hunting for anything. And if they're taking people, and they have that many headed towards the warehouse, then we should be taking whatever available men we can, go protect our goods.
Do we have any pitchforks? Anything we can make? We can make spears out of long sticks. How many people in this town can fight? Or do we need to run?
There's only about 3 people in this village who are technically capable of fighting.
I don't know if we have enough people to fight that many that we saw. Mira, you saw them.
There was a lot of figures. I'm not exactly sure where they were going. It looked like towards the storage place. Yeah, sorry. Storage.
Storehouse.
Storehouse.
Storehouse. The warehouse.
Yeah, sorry. But there was just a line.
You see, Roland? They're back. They are here to wipe us all out. Fine. In this case, we're going to rally as many volunteers as we can. Move. And at that point, Roland just steps out, and you see Grover, like, sitting on a bench. This is not happening. This is not happening. Oh, God.
It is, and you need to get a hold of yourself.
Forgive me, Lady Sylvia, if I am having an anxiety attack.
Jyinxx.
What is anxiety?
At that point, Zatanna then goes to Grover. If it's all right, I am willing to give my service to protect your people. I may have taken away my oath, but I am still a protector of these lands. If anyone. Oh, please. Please do so. I'll be going to Roland too. Jyinxx is also out there. Wait. Jyinxx? Jyinxx hasn't come back? He's out there?
Yes. Point up. We weren't able to get him back before we got here. We haven't seen Jyinxx or anyone else other than the one other man from the lumber mill. Anyone that's out there is either still fighting or I'm not finishing that sentence. What's in this room, by the way?
Technically, there's a lot of goods. It's not really like food or anything. It's like cloths or like trade goods that they keep back here in this case.
Can I look through for something akin to a winter coat or a winter cloak for myself to put on?
Roll me investigation check.
Okay.
God dang it, girl! Would you please be quiet? We have no time for your ramblings.
Mayor, do we have any medical supplies here?
Father Judas. Oh no, Father Howard's. He may have some medical supplies, and the alchemist may have it. If he would get out of his frickin' house! At that point, Zatanna looks at all of you. I noticed that your skills and capabilities are that to fight, but I don't think that you'll be able to make it. If you're willing to help, I am willing to go out there and try to track any more of them. But the best thing you should do is to gather everyone here and leave. Do not worry about any of your supplies. Just head south to the next village as quickly as possible. Do you understand?
What about those that are still at the lumber mill? We've got to. I don't want to leave Jack behind.
Girl, as much as it pains me to say it, there's a war band going out there. You get yourself killed.
This isn't a fight for us.
Now, what do we tell Samantha out there? That she has to get 2 more adopted parents? Right, I know. I'm sorry. It's just
Wait. Raven's missing?
Yes.
yeah.
Go back to the shop and get him a shield. And at that point, he starts to walk out of the room.
What?
The moment you mention Raven is missing, Edgar has treated Raven like a stepdaughter to him.
With that 13, do I find a heavy cloak or a winter coat?
You find a small little coat for your size. It's old, it's dusty, but it works.
It'll work. So I still have Samantha's old coat still on, so I'm gonna take that off and switch it out.
Could I check for what's in that chest over in the corner?
Do you do this stealthily, or do you just...
I will do stealthily, yes.
Alright, roll me a sleight of hand check.
Oh, sleight of hand. Okay. Stealth does not matter.
It's a 2.
That wasn't sleight of hand. There we go.
It's
18.
As you try to mess with it, it is locked.
Damn it.
Burglar time.
Rover... Edgar, you happen to notice nearby that Sylvia is just like tapping the chest with her foot and then leans down. You don't know what she's doing
That's it.
exactly.
I actually do have the burglar's pack.
Roll me a perception check.
Okay, let's see.
You're wondering why she's messing with the chest, and then you're curious what's in the chest.
I poke Sylvia's shoulder,
Hmm.
and inquisitively looking at what she's doing.
Yes, what is it?
Yes. What you
Indeed.
doing?
Wanted to see if there was anything useful. Seems to be locked, though. She gives it another quick kick.
Burglar pack.
A birdler pack, you
Yeah.
say?
Burglar. I help.
Okay, but let's not be.
So how does the burglar pack work?
Right now, I don't think that will be necessary, as Satana pretty much walks out to the door and then she looks at all of you.
Oh.
Come with me. If
Damn
you're
it.
worried about those who are outside, I will help you. But I need you to work with me. You will follow my orders. If I tell you to run, you run.
If I may, can I have been following up Edgar right up until before we were about to leave, and I head over to Samantha, if that's acceptable?
I would say you're the first one to leave as the moment she starts saying this.
Okay.
Very
I
well.
wanted... Sorry, go ahead.
Very well. We'll get moving shortly.
I'd like to head over to Samantha and for a sec, just weaving my way through the crowd and walk up to her.
You see that Father Judas is tending. Oh, I'm sorry. Father Howard's is tending to her. Judas is rolling.
Samantha, thank you for letting me borrow your coat, and I will give her old coat back to her and just wrap it around her front.
You can see that she is very sleepy and tired and exhausted.
Take a good rest. Everything will be okay when you wake up. Okay? You were very brave today.
Mira and Toxic and Edgar, what are you doing?
I'm gonna follow, but
Can I quickly try to pick the chest? Or is that
Mira, what were you saying?
Mara?
Mira.
Oh, I thought he was finishing that. She's gonna follow the group.
All right. So you're gonna follow Toxic.
I literally go wherever Sylvia goes, as in my description, I am her bodyguard.
Okay. And Edgar.
How can I quickly try to pick the lock on the chest?
Do you
You
have
have
thieves
thieves'
tools?
I have burglar pack
It-
and
Alright.
thieves tool.
Okay.
All right. I could have sworn I added all the stuff into your inventory.
Yes, I have both of them.
Okay. So, I need you to roll me a thieves tools with dexterity.
Wait, how do I do that?
You click on thieves tools and
In
it has,
the proficiency.
Yep.
yes, in your tools
Okay.
proficiency.
Ooh.
And are you doing this stealthily? Or are you doing this just like out of the open?
I can roll stealth.
Roll me a sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand. Oh, that's a big one.
Oh.
All right. With that, as Grover doesn't even notice, he's like, "Oh God, what am I going to do? What am I
Thank
going
goodness
to
for
do?"
panic attacks.
Yes.
And in a swift motion, in less than 30 seconds,
Yes.
you open it up, and you happen to find
A dog.
Sorry.
no, it's fine. Let's see.
Oh, Lord, it's staring at me.
You find 100 foot of hemp rope, a grappling hook, climbing tools,
Okay, so
Nice.
let's see. Hempen rope.
technically you find a climber's kit.
Yeah.
Let's see, what else do you find?
Okay.
2 days of rations,
Okay.
and a hunting trap.
Hmm.
And that's pretty much what you find.
Hunting. Oh wow, that's a big. That's heavy trap. How do I get rid of stuff on here?
You can just edit it if you want. Just click on the name and you should be able to edit it.
Yeah, it did.
See
All
the
right.
lock at the bottom of the list.
Yeah.
Click
Yeah.
on the lock so that it's open, and then you can delete stuff.
Okay. There we go. I got the climber's kit, 2 days of rations, and a hunting trap.
Yep, and also an extra 100 foot of rope.
Is that not part of the thing?
That's actually separate. The climber's kit does come.
Is the rope like? Do I have to put multiple inches of rope or just one?
If they're separate feet, like if they're cut, then you put it in separate.
Oh, so they're both. It's all. Is it cut?
I would say it's not cut, but it's 100 feet.
So it's 2 sets of rope essentially.
There's just gonna be one heavy rope. I'm at 84.
Rope is
Your
heavy.
hollow bird bones will be able to hold it, I'm sure.
All right, and the climber kit inside has special pistons, boot tips, gloves, and a harness. And you can use these to anchor yourself. And you can't fall more than 25 feet from the point from where you're anchored. You can't
Right.
climb more than 25 feet away from the point without undoing the anchor.
Got it. Okay. Then I go back to the group.
I'm going to poke Toxic and ask them a question.
I did it.
Yes, milady?
Go speak with the father, please, and see if he has any potions available. Or any healing.
Yes, milady. I walk away.
As you then see Edgar and Roland just arguing with each other. Old man, if you go out there alone, you will frickin' die of either frostbite or gnoll attacks. I don't care. They took Graven. I'm gonna go find her.
I'm sorry, who hears this?
Nora and Toxic.
Oh, okay. I was just wondering because you haven't moved my token. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Or anyone else that is going up to the front, which is Satana.
I'll be following with Santana.
I'm following the group.
And I just follow Sylvia.
Here, I'll be on top.
Is you?
I can't move my token, and that's why I say that. Sorry.
It's fine. Like I said, I haven't given anyone full control over this stuff, because I was trying to set up a scene. So,
So, if I may, I'll just get just lightly give Samantha a hug and just say, "We'll be back, and I'll see you again." Okay? You stay safe.
Sorry. My character will probably go over to the guys while Nora is still talking to the father and the little girl.
do you interject in what they're discussing, or do you just stand there and watch?
Oh, I was going to interject, but I was waiting for them to finish talking, as that would be the polite thing to do.
Right before that, all of a sudden you notice Trevor walking over towards Sylvia.
Oh, no.
Hello, my fair maiden, Sylvia.
Hello.
You look lovely as ever, my dear.
Excuse me, sir. Are you bothering my lady again?
Oh no, I know her. It's you.
Please don't club him to death. He's still useful.
Yes, my lady. I walk away again.
Oh, how you look after me, my dear.
Dun, dun, dun.
You will see a small vein throb in Sylvia's forehead.
Satana looks at this man. It's like, I'm sorry, who are you? I am Trevor, a local entertainer. We don't need a bard. Sylvia.
Ooh, I like her.
I'm gonna come over and grab Mira.
You heard the boss. Bye.
Trevor, maybe you should do some encouragement with the group. We gotta go though. Bye.
Mira,
Call
Okay,
the civilians. We'll be fine.
but Sylvia, at the point he just feels this.
If you do a good job calming them, I'll give you a kiss.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to make a performance. No roll needed. He just automatically succeeded.
I never said where.
I would like to make a performance to brighten things up. As our heroes, as he points over there, we're going to save the rest of us.
Uh-oh.
He doesn't know it, but he's only getting a blowed kiss.
Mira, sorry,
Before you
boss.
guys go, do you want me to... Well, before we go, I can use prestidigitation and warm up our cloaks before we go outside.
Satana just stands to the doorway as then you just see Roland and Edgar arguing amongst yourselves. You go out there alone, you die, Edgar. I'm going after Raven, and there's nothing you can stop me.
Edgar, wait, Master. Master. Mira, can you explain to Master Stone God what you saw?
There
At
was
the
a
house.
line of shadows that were walking into the forest. It was hard... What?
The fire.
Oh, that's what... Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, there was fire, and there was a big, long trail of blood. There was a lot of scuffling. I'm not sure. There was a lot of blood. I'm really not sure she's gonna be there when you find her.
You know, I'm gonna take every last one of their heads. And at the point he starts to walk out, Damn it.
He's not going alone.
Yeah, we gotta go with him.
At that point, before you guys step out, Roland grabs onto the arm of Satana and says, "If any more of my people get killed because of you, I'm putting it on your head." And then he walks back into the town hall.
If he does, he'll see mine.
Sorry, what's this guy's name?
Edgar.
Edgar?
He's the one in the hole.
He's the one in the hole.
Edgar's the one in the hole.
Yes.
Roll me a constitution check, Sylvia.
Okay.
Constitution
19.
check.
You sneeze. Very hard.
Oh. Oh my. Huh.
And with that, we're going to go outside into Cave Village.
Or
and-
you can just totally pass up me. That's fine.
What was you doing, Toxic?
Just fucking never mind.
Talking to the priest for potions.
To save time and so forth, I apologize.
I also wanted to talk to other NPCs, but I was trying to patiently wait my turn. But it's cool. You can keep going.
No. What exactly did you want to ask him?
It already passed because you let somebody else go. It's fine.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm very sure.
He's giving you the option right now if you want to do it. So do it now.
No, it's fine. It already passed. There's nothing I can do about it. I'm not gonna retcon.
I mean, you're still in the doorway, but okay.
Let us continue.
At that point, you see Edgar just storming through the town center, and he's got like this stone cold mission now, and he is heading back to his shop.
Nora, you know him better than anybody else. Do you think you might be able to calm him down a little bit? Mira's definitely taken aback by the laughing.
Oh wait, you're serious. Hang on, let me laugh even harder.
Ha 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 ha.
Yeah. You've never interacted with dwarves that much, have you?
I've talked to you. You seem pretty down to earth.
You see,
More like close to it.
right? Yeah, he's got it a lot more. Most dwarves are stubborn. Yeah, there's not really convincing him out of this.
As you guys are heading towards the edge of the town, Satana's like, Wait. What? You shouldn't go alone. You can come along with me, because I'm going to find out where they're taking her, and I'm going to make sure they pay. So don't you worry about the others. She is the only thing I care about. She was like a daughter to me. And that little girl inside there is not going to go home without finding out what happened to her mother.
But boss, what about her dad, Jack?
Go to the lumber mill and check it out.
We can't leave you alone here as well. I know you're a great fighter. I know you've got the best. That shield is amazing. I know you can handle yourself, but at the same time, there are a lot of gnolls out there, and I don't want to have you go out there and I don't see you again.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Oh boy. 4.
Oh.
In this case, he looks at you. Girl, you can barely even stand the cold. I'm a lot more tougher than you. And I think it's best that you stay here. And that's an order.
I refuse. I'm sorry, but I can't. I can't follow that order.
Satana then looks upon him and such, and she looks at everyone else. Do you have any more weapons that we can use? You can take whatever you want.
Whoop.
So long as we get her back. Alright, so do you guys follow Edgar to go get his supplies to go start a war with the gnolls? Or do you continue your quests to find out what happened to Jack?
Honestly, the weapons might not be a bad idea.
It's not a bad idea, but at the same point, there was a lot of blood. And if we go to Jack, at least that kid will have one parent, possibly.
Hmm.
We could always go get the weapons and then go check out Jack. But I'm not sure what we're gonna have that's better than what we have now. I mean, Nora, was there a lot of weapons at that location? I thought you guys were merely a blacksmith for fixing utensils around the house.
It really is that. I've been making daggers and I've been trying to make swords, but
In
yeah,
that case,
it's
Jack.
It's a blacksmith. We've got arrow tips, and that's about it.
I'll come back for those.
We could probably fashion some spears, maybe make some arrows, but it's a blacksmith. Everyone here needs horseshoes and hammers fixed and saws resharpened. It's not an armory. There's some utensils there that I've been doing in my spare time to make weapons, but it's not enough to fashion to arm every citizen here. It's enough to give them more protection than what they have right now. It's better than giving them a wooden stick and say hit somebody with it.
At the point, Satana pretty much looks at you. If you're worried about this Jack person, I can go to the lumber mill and see if he's still okay. I am able to defend myself against gnolls, but that old man, I don't think he'll be able to last against such a large force. Go with him.
Can do.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Alright, and with that, Satana takes the path this way as you guys follow Edgar. And I would like to take a quick 5-minute break.
I think we're hitting our time limit though.
We have about 30 more minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. My mistake.
No worries. 5 minutes just to prep up some last stuff so I can look up some things that you guys might be getting.
Yay, loot!
So be right back.
Okay.
The extra long sword. It's a long sword, but it's wielded with 2 hands, guaranteed to give you a D10 for your hit die.
Oh, you're gonna start trying to sell stuff to the audience now?
Well, the joke is that a long sword wielded with 2 hands does the same amount of damage as I'm advertising for the extra long sword.
Ah.
I see you have a long sword, but do you have an extra long sword?
So I'm starting to think that the DM might kill me if I make jokes. Understood. I sneezed with a 19.
Well, you have no idea what else he had planned, though.
That's true. But there is the one in the hole. Wait. Is Iga the one in the hole now?
I don't understand the whole joke. I really don't.
It's from Achievement Hunter.
It's basically a 7-year-old in-joke with people who watched Minecraft Let's Plays of Achievement Hunter.
Gotcha. I have to go check on my angry dogs. They're protecting my house, probably from nothing.
Carl.
But
Knowles.
Exactly. So I gotta go make sure that they're not actually barking at something even scarier. I'll be right back.
Barking at Knowles. Knowles are pretty scary. So, quick rundown for you, Toxic, for being a tank. One thing you can do is At least my tactic was to just run out into the open, bang my warhammer on the shield, and say, "Come at me, you idiots!" and then just use the dodge action, because everybody has the ability to use the dodge action, which
We
allows
do?
you to. Yes, the dodge action, you give up your ability to attack for that round, but it puts disadvantage on any attack rolls on you for that round. You also gain advantage on not reflex, dexterity saving throws. So if someone were to throw a fireball at you and you use the dodge action, you're more likely to avoid getting hit with the full force of that fireball.
I walked into
Oh.
fireball and what?
Nobody's gonna be throwing fireballs yet.
Well, wait a minute. I have
Fireball's a level 3 spell.
firebolt. Okay, never mind. Close.
Yeah, Fireball is a level 3 spell. Firebolt is a cantrip. It's basically your... It's like you making a finger pistol at somebody
Yep.
and then shooting fire out of it.
Yep, it's kind of like I'm being Yu Yu Hakusho, except with fire.
You
Yep,
just have to
pretty much.
cock your thumb back before releasing it. I'm glad I found someone who understands.
I just need to learn some more about prestidigitation. I learned a little bit today, but I didn't know enough, so I will be doing research within the next week.
You definitely need to do research. Make sure to memorize all of your spells, or at least have a reference handy.
And this stream is not brought to you by the Deck of Many.
I actually want to get that, but there is kind of expensive, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Jack.
So for you, just to go over real quick of what your spells do. Mage Hand, you know that one. It's basically
Yep,
you hold
and
something in your hand.
prestidigitation is the one where I can come up with stuff. I'm just not used
It's
to
the-
thinking on hand with it.
It's
Fire.
the be creative. It's the be creative spell, but it has restrictions. Firebolt is your gun finger that
Mhm.
actually does gun.
Yep. So
Now, if you hold your mouse over your spell, there's a little eye that pops up.
oh, okay.
And that will let you that'll actually
Read
show
it.
the description without you
Gotcha.
actually casting the
Yeah, I realized I clicked it and I'm like, that is not what I meant to do. Sorry.
Yes.
Okay.
spell. Yeah, so that'll let you know what your spells are.
Yeah.
So infestation is your damage spell. Is
Yep.
another one of your damage spells. Mage armor gives you some more-
Protection.
that'll give you more protection. And chromatic orb
I
is
could
your
just-
damage spell.
Yeah, I can just pick whatever I want. So if it's like a water based, I say, oh, it's a lightning thing, which is good.
Well,
Well, it
Not
says
necessarily
it says I
water-based,
can choose. Well, okay, yeah. Sorry, I'm used to Pokemon.
yeah, you
Pokemon.
choose of those types of damages,
Mhm.
and then you make and then you basically it's like a low level version of Fireball.
Oh, but I can change the type.
Type
It's
it.
your-
Yes.
It's a your. All right, let me.
Alright.
It's a Hadouken.
Oh,
Hi.
okay, that makes sense.
I am back.
Welcome back.
Hi, back. I'm Dad.
Ha ha ha.
Do I need to roll a con save again?
No.
Do it.
That one was fine. So, as you guys, the weather itself has seemed to calm down. However, it is getting close to the afternoon as you guys make your way towards the blacksmith's shop. Edgar heads straight towards the outside furnace as you're following him. He doesn't say a word to anyone, especially Nora. Did you guys want to say anything to each other while you're on the trek, or did you just want to go straight to the location?
I think
So does anybody know what we're going up against?
No.
Knowles.
Uh,
Lots of
I meant,
things.
I mean, like I knew that, but other than that,
No
Plus
idea.
10 or so.
Are you saying this in character or out of character?
I'm saying this in character.
So yeah, we're gonna probably encounter nobles, possibly mercenaries, probably not, since from what I heard down there in the tavern, sorry, the town hall, um, looks like they're more interested in the stuff in the warehouse rather than eating people.
I mean, I'm all for scorched earth, but I believe that the people still wish to live here.
Alright, so as he gets back in there, all of a sudden,
Oh, hold on, wait. Out of character, um, I was tuned out for some of the stuff that happened because I had to deal with some stuff in the IMs with a different person. Um, and I was just wondering, really quick, uh, what the supplies were that they wanted from the town. Sorry.
They wanted the wood from the town, the lumber.
Oh, okay.
Hence the scorched earth comment.
Is there any reason why they want it?
They are low on lumber in the capital city.
They want the resources of this area.
Oh, got you. Okay, you can continue now. That's all I needed.
alright, so as you guys follow Edgar up to his shop, he goes straight into the back area. I'm not even going to switch the background to save time. And Nora, you notice that he all of a sudden pulls out this drape, and you see this large chest that he has, and it's full of dwarven inscriptures.
Do I recognize any of these?
Speaking dwarvish yourself, this is his own personal mastercraft chest.
Oh, this is where the good stuff is. Okay.
As he then opens it up, pulling out a very old stone key, popping it, and first off, he pulls out. Let's see.
Roll for
All right, so you guys have a choice. You can choose either one weapon, one apparel, or one piece of armor. Except for Nora. I have something planned for Nora.
Okay.
Can I even wear armor? I thought I couldn't.
You.
I mean, I'd gladly take armor because my hit points are 8. But I thought it was because I couldn't wear anything because of my class.
Right. You don't have proficiency with armor.
Yeah.
You can get an apparel then to equip.
Okay.
Would he have anything about, like?
Like a ring or a bracelet. Anything that is crafted by him that you can actually get.
Is there a possibility that I could get a ring of protection?
No, not specifically what you're requesting, but I'm just going to ask a weapon, a armor, or apparel. Yeah, you can't ask specifically what it is.
Ah, okay. Sylvia will go for armor.
Edgar will go for weapon.
I'll go for also armor.
Alright, so in the chat, type it up so that way I have confirmation. Armor, then armor, apparel, and Nora, you're going to get something extra because you're his pupil.
Oh, so I do decide? Or
you decide too, but you're also going to get something extra, which is a weapon. Alright, so in this case, here's what you get. First off, he looks at each and every one of you. Nora, the first thing you're going to get is... Let's see. Do you prefer medium or heavy?
definitely heavy.
Alright, so you're going to get a +1. Let's see. Where's that list? see. What kind of armor are you wearing right now?
Chainmail.
Chainmail. He's gonna give you a +1 splint.
Ooh.
Wait, do you have a strength of 15?
No, but because of dwarves, that actually doesn't matter.
Alright, yeah, he's gonna give you splint mail. And his AC of 18, it's a +1, and it's considered a magical item.
Thank you, boss. I mean, Master God. Don't go.
I'm doing this so you don't get yourself killed. I got one more thing, but first let's get your friends equipped.
Yes, sir.
Sylvia, what kind of armor are you wearing?
I believe leather?
Leather? Alright, so he's gonna give you studded leather
Nice.
with piercing resistance.
My favorite.
No AC bonus, however, you now have resistance to non-magical piercing damage.
Hell yeah.
Alright, next up, we have Edgar. What is
Yes,
your
ma'am.
preferred weapon?
I don't know. I just have rapier, short bow, daggers, and spear and a longbow.
I got a pair of daggers I could probably give you.
Okay.
Let's see.
That's what kind?
He is going to give you a pair of +1 daggers each,
So 2 daggers.
and they also deal 1d4 cold damage.
They do 1d4 what damage?
Cold damage.
Okay. Is that? So that's like basically spell.
It's secondary damage to your weapons.
I am unable to get it at the moment.
Alright. Did you still need more information about your weapons? Technically,
Oopsies.
in this case, it adds +1 to your attack roll and to your damage roll, and also to your damage, you roll a d4 for cold damage. It is considered magical weapons, and you get a pair of them.
So I got 2 of
These-
them.
I called them frost fangs. They're prototypes.
Thank you.
Use them wisely.
I tried to put it in right. So we'll see.
Mira, for your apparel, he looks upon you.
Soft. Too sweet. But I think I got something to help you.
And he is going to pull out a rod.
Okay.
He is going to give you. Let's see, what was the rod? Rod of alertness.
Okay.
And the details on it is on page 196. It is a very rare item and it requires attunement. This rod has a flagged head and the following properties. Alertness. When holding the rod, you have advantage on wisdom perception checks and on rolls for initiative.
Okay.
Spells. When holding the rod, you can use an action to cast one of the following spells from it. Detect evil and good, detect magic, detect poison and disease, or see invisibility.
Oh.
You also have a protective aura. As an action, you can plant the haft end of the rod in the ground, whereupon the rod's head sheds bright light in a 60-foot radius and dim light, for additional 60 foot. While in the bright light, you and any creature that is friendly to gain +1 bonus to AC and saving throws, and can sense the location of any invisible hostile creatures that is also in the bright light. This rod's head stops glowing, and the effect ends after 10 minutes, or when a creature uses an action to pull the rod from the ground. This property
dang.
can't be used again until the next dawn.
Okay. What page did you say that was on?
You will need time to attune to it, though.
Okay. What page did you say it was
Which
on?
will be an hour in this case to attune to an item.
Okay.
That's a long time.
What page did you say it was on?
Alright, next up would be Toxic.
Oh, I had myself muted. I'm sorry. What page did you say that was on?
I'll give you a link.
Okay, thank
It
you.
is.
I was wondering why you weren't responding.
I'm sorry.
No.
It is.
Hmm?
It is 196.
96. Okay. Thank you. Sorry.
Alright, Toxic. What kind of armor are you wearing?
Chainmail.
Chainmail. Chainmail. See.
Heavy armor.
Yeah. Which is a 16. AC.
Alright. What's your strength?
It is 16.
16. Alright. In this case, instead, he's not going to give you Splint. He's going to give you Chainmail. This is going to have a minor enchantment.
Okie dokie.
Let's see. Where's the enchantment I had for this one? One second. I'm sorry, everyone. I'm trying to look for the effect that I had and control this and. Chainmail of Athletics. When wearing this, it adds a +2 to your athletics skill, and you also roll advantage.
Okie dokie. Let me just write that down.
Or in this case, if you prefer, I can make this a chainmail +1 strength.
I'm cool with whatever you think would be more useful.
Okay, in this case, I'm gonna say it's chainmail of strength.
Okay.
So this will add +1 to your strength modifier, and let's see, to a max of 20. Technically, the design of this, it allows you to be more flexible and allows you to have more breathing room to carry stuff. You also get a strong sense of what seems to be enhanced strength.
So I'm sorry. I just want to understand that I'm hearing this right. Or understanding this right. I mean, so you want me to change my 16 to a 20?
No,
17.
it's a 17.
Oh, a 17. Okay, yes. Okay, now I understand. Thank you. Okay, so but it goes up to 20.
Your max that you can ever get in strength without having a magical item that overrides 20 is 20. So
Yes, and that's why I'm asking at 20.
Yes.
Because it's a magical
yes,
item.
this won't boost you past 20.
Okay.
This is a minor strength enchantment, and all your strength-based attacks and all your ability score checks and your dexterity saving throws, strength base, are increased by +1.
She would need to bring her score up to an 18 to show an effectiveness of that on her character sheet.
In that case,
Oh, wait. Sorry. Let me just check something. Or
I can go back just to the athletics one.
It's fine. I don't mind.
I
I
can.
can always
could-
put. Go ahead.
I can work with you after this to fix everything up. 'Cause since
Alright, how about this? We'll just give her +1 AC instead. That way it won't be such a big situation.
I said that I was fine with taking the +1 to strength.
What would you like? Chicken?
Alright. Next up. Last thing, as everyone has been given this. Edgar looks at you, Nora, and he says, "Hold up. You're not ready yet." And then he pulls out this small little case. "This used to belong to my son. You use it wisely." And he opens it, and he is going to give you a mace of smithing. And to find the details upon this is on page 179. You have +1 to attack and damage rolls made with this magic weapon. It becomes +3 when you strike at a construct. When you roll a 20 on an attack roll made with this weapon, the target takes an extra 7 bludgeoning damage or takes an extra 17 if it's a construct. If a construct has 25 hit points or fewer after taking this damage, it is destroyed.
Oh, a mace of smiting. Sorry, I thought it was smithing.
I thought I was smithing too. Okay, yeah, it's a mace of smiting.
My mistake. Okay, I got it. Thank you.
No,
All
it's
right.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. I don't deserve this, but I am honored by your trust.
Where's the other one?
Hmm?
The woman.
She was going to the lumber mill to try and get Jack back alive.
Fine. And at that point, he steps into another room. Give me a moment.
Yes, sir.
What do you guys do while you're waiting?
I'm gonna grab my
I'm
winter
going
code.
to. Go ahead.
Sorry, I'm gonna grab my winter code, the actual one that I have here. The one that I forgot and didn't grab the first time.
Is the fire up and roaring? Roaring? Up and lit. Am I muted?
No, you're good.
Okay. Yeah, is the fire lit?
The smithing fire, forge.
Yes.
It is currently out cold.
Oh.
At the moment.
Well, I'm gonna go and use prestidigitation and light it so we can all warm up a little bit before we go back out.
It is.
Sylvia is going to try on the new armor and marvel at how well it fits her figure.
It looks lovely on you, madam.
It does. How the hell did he make it so well?
He is a master at what he does.
Roll me intelligence with blacksmithing tools.
He is a master
I
crafter,
don't
milady.
have that?
Oh, you don't have proficient? Oh,
Wait.
I was saying if anyone has that, you can roll that to see.
With what?
Smith tools?
5.
5.
That was disadvantage you rolled with.
I have exhaustion.
Oh.
I have a point of exhaustion, so I have disadvantage on all ability checks.
Could I roll, like, investigation?
I would say pure intelligence.
Okay, intelligence it is. 15.
Could I use forgery kit?
I would not say forgery would work in this case because this isn't a replica, or it's not a fake.
Mm.
Sylvia, Nora, you're like trying to focus on the details, but this is one of your master's secrets. You have a hard time understanding.
He's just really good at everything. This is why I've been trying to study under him.
Sylvia, you notice that it fits you perfectly. It's like it feels as though it was meant for elves.
Hmm. She's going to sashay a little bit.
However, the dwarven insignia and the markings on it make it look a little bit catty. Because technically, an elf wearing dwarven armor is a little bit odd, but it works in this situation.
I mean, to be frank, it's meant to protect me, so really, don't have much choice.
You also notice there's a lot more padding on the ribs.
She's gonna pat her ribs. Oh. Now, are the studs like emo belt studs, or are they like collar spike?
I would say more of a brighter white aesthetic.
Hmm.
It has like this weird white mithril snow leather coating to it.
Ooh. I also apparently can't add it to my something to fix it.
Huh. Well, you should have permission. Hold on. No, you have controls.
I am dragging and dropping, but it's not going in.
Oh, you're trying to drag and drop.
Yeah. Because it's technically a different item.
Have you tried copy and paste?
Um.
Anyway, is there anything else you guys are doing while you're raiding? Anything at all?
I'm gonna have to figure out how to put this cold damage on.
I will be sure to edit these once we're finished with tonight to double check. But in the meantime, was there just anything you guys want to do before we prepare?
I want to look outside, see if there's any gnolls around.
Roll me a perception check.
5.
No, even stepping outside is a burden for you because you just don't want to have that feeling anymore. But you notice that the storm has gone down quite a bit.
Can I peek outside?
Yes, you may.
Oh, I might not need to.
17.
The storm has withered just a bit. There's still some cold air blowing, but it seems as though the quick rush of a blizzard has passed. You do not see any figures around you. Oh, also to clarify, you did leave the horse at the village.
I'm sure it'll be fine. They can use it for the escape.
Question. I'm just realizing and remembering this. That one torn scarf, that bloody torn scarf that flew in my face. Do I recognize that at all?
On your face?
Yeah, the one from
Remember when I
earlier.
rolled the nat 1 and there was a bloody scarf that slapped me in the face?
Oh, you don't recognize whose scarf this is.
Okay.
It looks like it's one of the villagers' scarves, but it doesn't have any markings on it.
Okay.
What color is it?
It's brown.
Oh. Brown.
It's also a scratchy linen scarf, so
Ew. Disgusting. Get it away from me.
I will be looking to see if there's anything else that I can grab.
at that point, you then see the door get kicked open. Everyone turns, and you see Edgar stepping out in what seems to be dwarven plate, holding on to his family shield, and he also has a very weird warhammer, the shape of a ram on it. He puts on his helmet. It's like, all right, let's go kill some gnolls. And that is where we're ending our session.
Woo!
Battle cry!
No,
Alright.
no, dwarven battle cries.
Yay!
Yay!
Anyway,
Alright, guys. Well, thank you for coming and watching. We will see you next Tuesday at the same time. I will alert everybody through all the random places I post the alerts. If you want to actually get an alert when the stream's coming up, like the Twitch. Otherwise, have a wonderful rest of your night. Bye!